Next day. Oh, Neil's gone. Sucks. Am I gonna get in trouble now? The Evening Whispers is with the people for stricter gun laws. Oh, hello. What? I don't know, it's just throwing ideas at each other. It's a work thing. Yeah. I do that for basketball. Just, you know, talk to other people about certain ideas and, oh, how do you like this? How would you beat this? Is this good? You know, kind of stuff like that. I'll break the charm. I can't really get a read on this guy. I haven't seen Lua in a while. I actually liked her. Sorry, what did you want? Hot chocolate with ginger and cinnamon. I don't know how that would taste. Like chocolate with ginger, but bitter heart. Oh, it's actually called a bitter heart. You're a pretty romantic person. I'd like to think with the right person I'm pretty romantic. I think about some of the romantic things I did for this girl and I go, oh my god, why did I do that? And at the time I thought it was really... And she appreciated some of it, but now I'm like, so cringe. I want to shoot myself. Tell me about yourself. I like being really mysterious. I think our what? I think our character has purposefully no personality, so we can kind of insert ourselves. You look fucking knackered. I stayed up for Jesus, how long was it? I had this shift, this ridiculously stupid shift from 10 PM to 6 AM, and it was it wasn't really as hard as I thought it would be, but it was just weird. But on the first day I got a pretty decent sleep because I went to bed at like, I don't know, like 3 or 4 in the afternoon. I didn't really get like that much sleep, but it was enough because I slept in that morning as well, so I was pretty good. But then when I got home at 6 a.m. When I finished at 6 a.m. I got home like a little shortly after. I couldn't sleep properly because my body was like, hey, not on the first day, but like a few days in, this happened. Because on the first few days I was so tired, I knocked out instantly, and I was pretty fine. But after I did it for a while, got a bit more used to it, I found it harder to sleep. So one day I was just trying so hard to sleep, and I can't remember what the timeline was now, but I remember being awake for a whole 24 hours, and it was pretty agonizing because then I had to work another shift, and I'd been awake for so long. I was like zoning out. It was a very weird feeling. But yeah, I think I must have gone home at like a little after 6, and then just not been able to sleep until I had to go at basketball training, and that started at 5, and I was like, okay, I gotta get ready, and it's a bit of a drive away, so I have to leave at 4. And I usually like, okay, I'll get in the shower, get ready, get all my stuff together, I'll start that at 3. So I couldn't sleep from like 6 in the morning to 3 p.m. I'm like, shit, I've gotta get ready, gotta get up, go to basketball, and then I get home at like, I don't know, 8. So I'm like, okay, now I've got to get ready for work, yada yada yada. So start at 10. It was pretty miserable. I only got like a teeny tiny bit of sleep, and it wasn't proper sleep. But yeah, that was pretty tough. But now I've got a different job that I still work pretty early in the morning, but I'm not up at night and completely ruining my sleep schedule. I'm feeling tired just looking at this. It is pretty late now. What time is it? 10:30. Shit. I don't like that. I have a basketball game, coach tomorrow. It's like at midday, and it's so weird because it takes up so much of my day, but it kind of doesn't. So, what brings you here today? Oh, is that someone else? Ah, hello. Have you guys even talked since like, that was like on the first night or something? That's so awkward. I always wonder what I would do if this happened to me. I feel like I'd panic too much. Ginger gingerbread coffee. How the fuck do I make that? Is it's just double ginger? No, that's ginger coffee. I need gingerbread coffee. Okay, I'm looking this up. I don't want to mess it up, even though it has like no consequence. Let me just look. It's not in here. No, okay. Gingerbread coffee. Holy shit, there are a lot. Oh, that Tubruck thing is 2 coffees and ginger. You can do that. I can do another coffee. Oh, I can. Rightio. Okay. Anyway, I need a gingerbread coffee. Coffee, ginger, and cinnamon. Rightio. There you go. That looks delish. Oh, straight to it, are we? Okay. How's work? It's going pretty okay. Hang on. I got a new coffee actually, I don't care. I just find it annoying that that little red thing is there. I'm like, I have to check it. I have to check it now. Don't feel like working? That was me for a while. Still is. But after I had like a falling out, it wasn't I wouldn't call it a falling out, but now just the moment we're no longer in each other's lives anymore. I just did not want to go and do anything. I still feel that way a lot of the time, but I just truck through it a bit more now, so I can actually live in my house and feed myself. Which I guess now after all this time I care slightly about, when before I didn't really. I guess time has just changed a little bit. It's been like 8 months. Jesus Christ. 8 months. It does not feel that way. It feels like just yesterday. But it has been 8 months since we last spoke. And, you know, I guess by then, oh, you should have just moved on, just... No. Haven't done that yet. But I am trying slightly, I guess. Trying to use video games as an escape, but this game is heavy hitting, damn it. Am I gonna hear this? Real subtle, you know. This reminds me of an exercise I think you can do with couples, and it's like you pretend you're venting about your partner to your partner while pretending your partner is someone else, and I guess it helps put things in a different perspective. It's kind of hard to do, but I don't know, it might be helpful. Oh, that's the worst part. In my situation, sometimes I think, you know, what's she feeling right now? And I just don't know. I don't have the slightest clue. So when it ended, we were on pretty good terms, I'd say. We went shopping together. It was fun. I let her drive my car for a bit. But now I just don't know how things are. And I wonder what's she doing right now? She's probably sleeping, like most normal people should be. That unknowingness is really scary, I guess. Little beeps. I really like this game, but it's not really a game. But then again, this kind of storytelling you really can't do as like a book, I feel like, or a movie or a TV show. I met some new people this week, including that supermodel you knew. That girl in the corner told me. Like a fool. Opposites attract. Yeah, I've heard that. That really only is true in the scientific sense. When it comes to people, I feel like you have to be at least somewhat similar. I wouldn't want someone who's like exactly like me though, like all the same interests and stuff, because I want to discover new things. Like the girl I was talking with was into soccer and teaching, and those are some things that I didn't really have interest in. And then, you know, I showed her basketball. She came to one of my games once, which is pretty fun. There's not much to watch because I sit on the bench and I yell things, and because I'm just coaching. But I still feel really happy when people I know come to watch, because you know it's cool. Like when something happens on the basketball court, like someone does a screen and they do something really perfectly, like a pick and roll. You're like, that was me. I taught them that, and I told them how to do it and the techniques and the reads and stuff, and they made it. And I just think that's really cool that as a coach you're the one that instigated that for the most part. Even if I'm just sitting there yelling at players. Yeah, she sat right behind our bench. She brought a book because she was a little bored. I didn't actually invite her. We were on the phone the night before, and I was like, oh, I gotta get some sleep. Got basketball tomorrow. And she asked if she could come, and I was like, what? Okay, sure. And then we stayed on the phone all night. We did that a few times actually. She never wanted me to hang up. So we would just spend the whole night on the phone, and then I'd wake up in the morning and the phone call's still going for like 8 hours. And no one's ever wanted me to stay on the phone for that long before. And I'm not really a phone call person. I don't know, I just prefer texting, because I guess I have to think about what I need to say sometimes. But no, she was like, hey, let's stay on the phone all night. And it's cute until a fucking alarm goes off and it's waking me up too, that fucking stupid clock. And I'm like, oh, what the fuck is that? What is that noise? I didn't set an alarm. I think you need to get, like, your family and each other in a room and sort it out. Because they're trying to battle this problem as if it's only them two with the problem, when really it's their entire families that also have the problem. Oh, does he not know that the vampire hired is also the model? Huh. So much awkwardness. You lose your immortality. That's someone other else. It doesn't really sound like a big problem. The elven privilege. Some would say having immortality is actually a bad thing. This hits hard. No matter how things ended, wouldn't blame her for anything. I still don't. And other people are like, oh nah, she's terrible. Like, generalizing. But I never see it that way. And to this day, I still have very high amounts of respect for her. And all the things she does. It's just elves that are immortal, no one else. But all the other species live for like hundreds of years. So are essentially immortal. Damn. That is adorable. Sounds really cliche and... oh. This is new. Sounds really cliche and like that, but sometimes this is the stuff that you have to say to someone because you really mean it. Yeah. Do that. That's a good idea. It's like some of the best moments you can get. Like with this girl, we went to hang out with my mum and stepdad a few times actually, and I had them all over for dinner once. Sometimes it wasn't even planned. I remember one week, my mum was like, hey, you wanna come over for dinner just randomly one night? And I was like, yeah, sure, not doing anything. And then she says, why don't you bring your friend? And I was like, oh, I didn't even think about that, but I was like, yeah, okay, there's no harm in asking, and sure enough, she came, which was really nice, and that was a great night. And there's other moments too where I didn't expect, I was going to my mum's already one day. I didn't expect her to come with me. It was just me and my mum, and she was like, hey, can you come up, this afternoon, come over? And I was like, sure. And I was gonna drop my friend off at her work, but her boss got the place wrong, like where she was supposed to go, so we ended up going somewhere that was completely different from where the work actually was. So she got a bit upset, and then she got really tired after that. And I was like, I'm going to my mum's anyway. Do you want to come? She was like, sure. And then we had a breakdown on the way there, but I got that fixed, and we eventually just hanged out with my mum pretty much. And it's a great thing. I feel like if you're gonna date someone, you have to do that first, because it makes things so much better when your parents really get along with someone. And they got along so good, in fact, that they hung out together, just the two of them. Without poor me, I was up, I had another job, a second job, and that forced me to go 6 hours into the, no, not 6 hours, 4 hours into the country. Or was it 6 hours? No, I'm pretty sure it was 4 hours. It was 4 hours into the countryside, and so I was like, do you want to, before this, I asked if she wanted to borrow my car for the day, because she said she had to go somewhere. No. My mum's a teacher as well, and I thought, hey, why don't you guys talk about it'd be really good. She had a portfolio thing I think she needed to hand in, so they could talk about that, because my mum had like already done it all university, and pretty recently too she decided to become a teacher and try something new. So, and I was like, you can have my car to drive up to my mum's house for the day, because I'm gonna be out in the middle of buttfuck nowhere. So I don't need my car. It's just gonna sit all day, so why not take it? Yeah, and then my mum and her just decided to go hang out, go shopping. So I feel like you really need that if you wanna date someone. And the fact that these two have been dating for 10 years and they still haven't done that, that'd be a big deal to me. I'd really want to introduce myself to their parents early on, and vice versa. Not too early, but still, I want to make sure that everyone gets along at first. And she's an easy person to get along with, so worked out pretty well at the time. Aww. Taking a long weekend getaway until Sunday night. Is that Aqua? That's like a really small world if that's the case. We're leaving. Thank you so much for keeping up with us this past week. Yeah. Sometimes you just need time to solve problems. They can't always solve themselves immediately. Oh, you look better. They make good inspiration. was different. Oh! Oh, what? Whoa, okay. This is new. The music's changed. Oh yeah! So that must be, Jesus, I didn't expect this kind of thing to happen. Yeah, I think, what's his name? I'm surprised it hasn't tried to come and kill me yet. That would suck. I feel like if werewolf actually existed. Jesus. Maybe it's a subconscious. I gotta make the remedy. But fucking every time I make it, I get it wrong. What was it? It was tea and ginger. Tea, milk, ginger. Let's try that. Galahad. There you go. I got a trophy for that. Galahad a fit. Was that good? Is that actually good? Yeah, it was. Huh. How about that? Would that have happened if I had just made any drink? What do you mean whoever he is? We know who that is. It's our buddy. I haven't seen George in a while. Gala. Yeah. That was funny. I didn't expect that kind of thing from this game. But that was just really funny.